for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3, just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town.
I purchased all these parts from CIP1. This is a former ice race car, so the hood was always bolted shut, so I'm replacing this little bracket with an actual latch so I can pop the hood. I removed this little cover, as I saw in a YouTube video. If something goes wrong with your adjustment, you can reach in and pop your hood. I'm removing the old bracket for where the hood would bolt shut. And now I'm mounting the handle and the latch on the hood. This one is pretty straightforward, just 2 bolts to go through the latch and into the handle. This back bolt was a little bit too long, so I had to replace it with a shorter bolt. And that's what it looks like. I'm not too happy with this aftermarket handle, so I'll look for an OEM one. Now putting on the lower latch, you got to slide the latch into or around the tube for the cable. I mounted it to a spot where I thought would be a good starting point, and that's where you could see there was a latch at some point before. I tried to level it off and just snug down the bolts. And that's what the latch looks like. Now installing the cable into the tube. It was quite easy, you just slide it all the way in. The tube was pretty clean. To this point here where I had to go out and slide it into the retaining portion of the latch. I pulled it all the way through, and this is what it looked like on the inside as I pulled it in. And I test it out here and make sure it's pushed in all the way. I had just a little bit of tension and tighten down the screw. I'm just going to loop this extra cable up and around. Eventually I'll probably cut it to length, but I have to do a little bit of body work up front and may need to lengthen the cable a little bit. And now it's time to test it out. It latches, but it does not pop. I was able to give it a little bit of a tug and it would pop up. So I have to adjust a little bit more. And once I've adjusted it a little bit more, I try again. Once again, it will not pop. And I'm not able to pull hard enough to get it to pop up. This is where I was happy that I took off that little plate at the beginning, as I can slide in a long screwdriver and try and manually release the latch. This is a little difficult as you cannot really see what you're doing. I was able to get it to pop. And then adjusted the part of the latch that's on the hood. The adjustment process can be a little bit frustrating, but just take your time, be patient, and you'll be able to get it to work. After the adjustment of the hood portion of the latch, I closed it and it popped. I tried again just to make sure, and it popped again. I then proceeded to try another 4 or 5 times just to make sure, and it popped every time. So for now, it is good enough for me. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment.